And I just want to quickly walk you through our syllabus for Summer 2 for Chem 111. We'll be meeting from 6:20 to 7:21. This is my email address. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I won't be on campus too often in the summer. You can always leave a voicemail, but email is the best way to get in touch with me. We'll also have optional Zoom meetings twice a week, on Monday and Wednesday. Right now I have them scheduled for 6:30. If that time doesn't work for you and we want to change that, I'm very flexible, very flexible. So just reach out to me if you want to change that Zoom meeting time. As far as course materials are concerned, this is the textbook we're using. You don't have to get this edition, the 13th edition. You can get an earlier edition for much cheaper if you find that online. Absolutely. It's not required. I'm not assigning particular things from the textbook, but it's always good to have a resource. For our lab manual, everything it's all posted on Blackboard. In each module, you'll have a lab. Additional materials, you need a calculator. You can use I like my scientific calculator. There are online calculators since it's an online class. You can use one of those as well. And then you'll need to get 2 lab kits. One is a base kit, which is used for all of our online chemistry classes. And then, so if you've already taken an online chemistry class, you do not need to buy that base kit again if you took Chem 107. And then the other one is the course kit. That's specific for Chem 111. There's some stuff in here that you cannot find anywhere else. The flame test sticks, for example, something that we make on campus and then add those to the lab kit. There is a checklist of everything that's in both these kits that's posted on Blackboard if you want to check that out when you unbox your kit and just make sure you have everything in there. If you're missing something, there's a lab kit assistance form. You can just fill that out and someone will get back to you and get you whatever you're missing. I'll also have to download Excel. Excel is free from the RCSJ portal. There's a link here, and for the labs that we're going to use that in, there'll be some more directions on how to download that, how to open it, a couple videos on how to do that. Here's the breakdown of our grade distribution. We have a lot of lab reports. Each lab will have a pre-lab and a lab report with it. We'll have a few quizzes. We'll have 3 exams and a bunch of problem sets. So each chapter pretty much has its own problem set. The problem sets are great to study from for the exams. And then here's the grade scale. It's on a point scale. At any point, if you need help calculating your grade, I can do that for you, walk you through that process. These are our learning objectives. So this is just a list of topics we'll be covering in class. Attendance is optional. We will have optional live sessions. Watching the lecture videos is mandatory. You have to watch those lecture videos, but coming to class, coming to those optional lives, that's optional for you. Here's the link. I will walk through the problem sets with you. You can ask any questions that you want during these sessions. I can meet with you outside of these times as well. Just shoot me an email if you want to set up a time. Quizzes, problem sets, they're going to have due dates. You do those. Show all your work for the problem sets. The quizzes are usually multiple choice, but the problem sets are going to be you download the document, you write all over it, and then you can take a picture and upload it, or you can do it all on a separate piece of paper, take a picture. So I can see all your work and see what all the steps that you've gone through. For the laboratory part, as I mentioned before, we're going to have some lab kits. So you have to get those 2 lab kits. You need to pass the lab part of the class in order to pass the class. So even though it only weighs 24%, you need a passing lab grade, which is 60% of whatever the lab assignments are. So if you ace the exams, but then you don't turn in a single lab report, you're still going to fail, even though you could have potentially a 76 average. You need to pass the lab. It's a lab course, so you need to pass the lab in order to pass the course. Each lab will have a pre-lab assignment that'll be on Blackboard. You should also read all the directions. There will be a data analysis video. Sometimes that helps with the pre-lab as well. Then you'll complete all the pre-lab assignments. Great, and then submit that. And then the lab reports, there's a format that we're going to follow. Each lab report will have a template on what pieces you need to put in there. You need abstract, introduction, objective, experimental. There's another document in the lab tab. This is lab report guidelines. It'll walk you through what is needed for each step. In each piece. Some labs you just need the data sheet, and you'll know which labs those are because you'll open up the lab report template for that particular lab. And if there's not a space for the abstract, intro, and conclusions, then you don't need to add that part. For the exams, they'll be open for at least 24 hours, usually a little bit more. Once you open the document, you have 4 hours to complete the exam. Yep, show all your work with that. And if you can upload it into a single document, that would be preferred. If it's easy to read, that would be great. If you need to make something up, if you missed a deadline, or if you know ahead of time that you're looking at the schedule is posted. All those due dates are posted already. If you're looking at that and going, oh, I'm going to be on vacation at this time, I'm not going to have any internet access, whatever, just let me know what's going on. We can usually work around that. I can open things up early for you. That's fine. And the rest of this document just has some other resources if you need to contact anyone. You can look that up on the actual syllabus.